Okay, guys. So this is what it's about, guys. This is what it's about. Okay, this is what it's about. This is what it's about. Okay, this is what it's about. The DA has this document. Okay, this document is basically outlining their plans on saving illegal foreigners in South Africa. So basically, this gentleman over here, this guy, will explain what's happening in this document. So just listen to him for 5 minutes. Okay, listen to this gentleman for 5 minutes. He's gonna explain what's actually happening here with this document, this DA document. Okay, this is the document. Okay, this is this bad document. So it's called DA Opportunities Beyond Borders. This is the document, the DA Opportunities Beyond Borders, and you can go through it. It's, guys, as much as I give you research, excuse me, as much as I give you guys research, when you come here to South Africa will succeed. Okay, South Africa will succeed. This platform is based on giving you evidence. We are not accusing the DA. It's literally written down on their document. We are not accusing them. It's written down. They are keeping illegal foreigners in South Africa, documenting them, processing them into our system at Home Affairs. This is a fact. They have written it down. Okay, you guys can read this. I've given you all, this is all the evidence. You guys can download this document if you want to. DA Opportunities Beyond Borders. It's an entire document. It's a PDF. You guys can do your research if you want to. The DA is saving illegal foreigners. That is a fact. That is not my opinion. That is a fact. This is South Africa will succeed. My name is Siyago San. We give you evidence. We give you facts. This is why nobody can sue me. Okay? Nobody can ever take me to court. I give you evidence. This is what they are doing. We are not accusing them. Okay? So this gentleman is basically explaining this thing. Let's listen to this guy. This is a YouTuber. I think his YouTube channel is called Viral Machine South Africa. Viral Machine South Africa. That's his YouTube channel. Viral Machine South Africa. He's gonna explain this document in a nutshell. Guys, today's episode is gonna be a very short one. I'm not gonna waste your time. We are going straight to the evidence, and this gentleman is gonna explain everything. It's just 5 minutes, guys. Okay. Tomorrow I'm dropping a 1 hour episode in the morning. We need to talk about this country, okay? So tomorrow I'm dropping a 1 hour episode. You don't want to miss it. If you are new here, I need you to do two things. Number one, like this video. Number two, click on the notification bell. Number three, you need to watch each and every video that's on this channel, okay? You need to watch each and every video because I give you evidence on every video. I give you short videos and they are packed with evidence, okay? Nobody can sue me because everything I say, I give you the evidence of it. Okay, these people have destroyed our country. The ANC, the DA, all of them are working together. EFF, all of them are funded by foreigners. I've been saying that for a very long time. Your country is being destroyed. You will not have a country left. All of us need to unite and save South Africa. Okay, we've been saying that since 2017, as South Africa will succeed. Since 2017. Okay, this gentleman is gonna, the document that I just showed you guys, this gentleman is gonna explain it in a few minutes, guys, just a few minutes. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, okay? Cheers.
Hey everybody, just wanted to wish you a happy Friday. This is a very short note just to let you know that we are making good progress with regards to this expose. As far as opportunities beyond borders goes, the DA policy, which seeks to keep illegal foreigners in our country. We refer to page 25, section 5 of the document, and basically what they want to do is grant amnesty to all the illegal foreigners that are in South Africa at the moment. We think the number is somewhere around 30 million, but we can't be sure. And they've likened sending them back to where they came from or deporting them as a waste of money, as a revolving door, and akin to apartheid and xenophobia. So you can't say anything about it because they will accuse you of being xenophobic or racist, instead of just being a concerned citizen worried about our healthcare, our education, our SASSA grants, etc., and our safety and security, because we don't know who these people are. So that's the progress that we're making. It looks like we've got the universities in South Africa are part and parcel of this. They've been working to educate these illegal foreigners around our policies and our laws in South Africa, but we're busy researching that as it stands. I'll get back to you with more information as far as that goes. If you haven't seen the episode yet, I strongly advise that you go onto my channel and look for the episode that I did yesterday. The Democratic Alliance is the one that I did yesterday, and it gives a full breakdown of Mayor Gordon Hill-Lewis refuting that we've got a problem with illegal immigrants, calling the people that are bringing up the issue, raising the issue, racist, and then me actually going in and doing the investigative work. So speaking to the illegal foreigners on the street, and then actually referring to the document, the policy document, showing the areas of the document where it specifically speaks to amnesty of these illegal foreigners, as opposed to sending them back to where they came from. They're basically telling us that the foreigners are here, they're here to stay, and we must just accept that. So yeah, if you haven't seen that, please go on. Then the last thing I want to say is thank you very much to everybody that is supporting my channel. Guys, please can you go and take a look and see if you have, if you're a subscriber, just make sure that the bell icon is on all. Otherwise, you're going to miss a lot of my content. I noticed that I'm not getting a lot of views in the lives, in my live streams, and I think it's as a result of not everybody having that section ticked. So please just go into the subscription and just double check that view all is on. This is going to be at least 10 months worth of building up. The story is so complicated and so convoluted that we're going to be able to report on this consistently leading up until the elections. And I want to make sure that everybody knows exactly who they're voting for and what policies they're voting for, because the majority of DA supporters have no idea that this exists in their mind, and the way that this document has painted this picture is that they're going to be securing our borders, making our borders more, less porous, and making things a lot more restricted. But they are speaking out of both sides of their mouths, because they do not want to address the issue that we've got currently. They're trying to talk about future projects and plans, and they've actually already implemented these policies. Their policies align with the ANC's policies, so the DA and the ANC are in fact working together. They're not working in opposition like they would like us to believe, but they are working together for this. And one has to assume that this has got something to do with the EU and the African Union's freedom of movement agenda, which is we're seeing rolling out all over the place. So there's about 27 countries that are locked into this. It just speaks very clearly to the fact that the DA is not serving its constituents. Neither is the ANC. They've got globalist masters. They're focusing on making sure that they are achieving what they have been set out to achieve by the globalists, and we are the ones that are going to bear the brunt of it. And so our children, especially our children and our grandkids, guys, there's a lot of concern, good valid cause for concern. Please go in, and then also listen. The last thing I want to say is there's about 45% of the people that are watching my channel are not subscribed. Right, guys, I just came across a security guard from one of these complexes. He didn't want to talk to me on camera, but he said he is willing to chat to me off camera at a later stage. I must just come and find him. But he confirmed everything that I'm saying. These guys are all illegals. They're foreign. They're not from South Africa. And there is definitely prostitution happening on these strips now. So we've got a real problem on our hands. And while the DA is in Dunoon making sure that they're providing food and water and disaster relief for foreigners who've been stoning our first responders when they get there, throwing stones at the ambulances and fire departments. They are absolutely ignoring the people that pay the taxes, the people that keep them in power in these wards, and the people that make sure that they are being funded by the taxpayer. The taxpayer has got no say, and they have no interest in supporting the taxpayer. They have all the interest in the world in making themselves look like the good guy to the illegal foreigners who are causing mayhem in this part of the country. Now, I don't know where you are if you're watching this. I'd assume that you've got the same problem going on if you are in a DA, if you're in a DA-run municipality. Maybe you're not in a DA-run municipality. That would be interesting. Maybe you're in a municipality that's been run by the Patriotic Alliance, or it's been run by the EFF, or it's been run by the ANC, and the same thing is going on. Maybe you can also go and ask questions and help provide information so that you can help me bolster this report. If that is the case, please, guys, go to viralmachinesa@gmail.com. Send me information. I'll make sure that I keep your information confidential. We won't speak the information. And if you want to even provide me with video, we'll make sure that you are kept out of the public public domain, but we need to get as much information on this as we can, because it's clearly an issue. This problem is happening, and the troubling part is that crime, and violent crime in particular, is going up. In this area alone, it's gone up by 6%. House breakings, violent crime, it's all going up. Even murder is on the increase. And Dunoon, like I said, is full of gangsters. These are gangsters, and they're gangsters that are not even from South Africa. These guys are from Nigeria, they are from the Congo, they are from Zimbabwe, Malawi, all over the country, all over Africa, with a very small minority of people that are staying in that area of the Noon, which is stolen land that belongs to somebody else. And actually, as a result of ANC's policies, the person that owns that land has basically lost it. So, but yeah, this is what's happening, and what we can surmise, and I'll get into more of this information a little bit later, is that the ANC. Well, let's start from the beginning. Remember, we had a call from the EFF to fire away the country, right? That was Julius Malema. That's actually what cost him all the support to the EFF, and that's why the EFF is diminished to an almost nothing party today, because it was him that said, "Come into South Africa, come and take our jobs, just find a way, be creative." Then, for years, we've had the ANC neglecting our borders. So between Julius Malema and the ANC, there's been a concerted effort to bring people from foreign countries into our country and to undermine our own economy and our own people. But the most interesting part about all of this is that the DA is running a project called Beyond Borders. Now, I encourage all of you to go and investigate this for yourself. The information is available on YouTube, on Google. You can go and Google it. They've got reports on it, but they haven't made it public. They haven't advertised it. They haven't spoken to the media about it. They haven't gone for public comment. Although you'll see they make little notices here and there about, okay, we've got public comment. Public comment ends on the 30th of January, but there's been no real effort, like mainstream effort, to inform the citizens of South Africa that this policy is running, and it's been running since 2022. So since 2022, there's been an initiative Beyond Borders to bring people into the country, whether they're legal or illegal, it doesn't matter. You can naturalize them once they're here. So when you come into South Africa illegally, you don't have to go back home. You can actually, from here, you can actually apply and become a legal citizen. And within 5 years, you'll have voting rights. Okay? This is a DA-led initiative. So when I tell you that the ANC, the EFF, the DA, they are all working on this together. There is a concerted effort by the political system in South Africa to undermine the constitution of South Africa, to undermine the sovereignty of this country, and to undermine the citizens of this country. It's been led by the DA. Leon Schreiber is the main guy in charge of all of this, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, it's him. So I'm going to reach out to him for comment, and hopefully he comes back to us. I'm also going to reach out to comment, like I said earlier in my previous video, to Susan van der Linde, who is the head of, she runs the Ward 107, the lady that doesn't seem to have any clue what's going on. She knows everything about the Noon, but nothing about her own residents that are actually paying for her to be here. And we've got a real problem on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what? We've got the local elections coming up, and I beg you, I implore you, share this information, get it out to the public, speak to all of your family members, speak to all of your friends, speak to your friends, speak to people in your congregations, and start reaching out to your ward councillors. This is a problem, I'm telling you, it's not isolated to Cape Town. This is going to be a problem that's going all over the country. They are planning something big, and there are 30 million that we know about, 30 million or 35 million of these guys that are in our country that are not supposed to be here. That is why the DA's votes are increasing. If they launch this in 2022, by 2029, a lot of these guys that are here illegally are going to be naturalized, and they're going to be able to vote. And that is the DA's plan. The DA's plan is to win votes the same way that the Democratic Party had a plan to win votes, by opening up the border and allowing people to come in, illegal foreigners to come in, then terming them undocumented citizens or undocumented migrants, immigrants, when in fact they have broken the law, they are illegal, they're not supposed to be here. And because of these policies that they've implemented at Home Affairs, it thwarts the actual political process to be able to get these people out of the country. The one thing that I did note in my conversation with the councillor, with Susan, is that she said to me, it's so difficult to get them out. And that was surprising to me, because I went on to Grok and I said, what is the process for deporting somebody? And it's not hard. You collect them, you find out if they are supposed to be here, You detain them, you go through due process, and then you put them on a bus and you send them home. That is it. That is the process. But just like the blue states in America, they are undermining the legal processes and the Constitution of South Africa. This is DA led. This is DA led. So we are at war with the ANC, the EFF, the DA, and let me tell you, the rest of them are going to be just as bad. The Patriotic Alliance, the Freedom Front Plus, they all share, as apart from the EFF, they all share globalist ideology. They are all globalist in nature. They are all getting funding from the United Nations. They are all getting funding from guys that are very heavily connected to Israel. So we've got foreign actors in our country that are destabilizing our country, and they are using our own bad actors in government, in parliament, to drive it home. So we are at war with political in South Africa. You, me, and every other South African, every other law-abiding, tax-paying citizen of this country is at war right now as we speak. And we need to punish all of them. We need to punish all of them in the local elections. The DA needs are hiding in the local elections, and certainly in the national elections. We need something new by 2029. We need something new desperately, because if 2029 lands and we have allowed this information that I've just brought to you now to go unabated, we are going to kiss South Africa goodbye, and we will eventually become the minority in our own country. There is already 50% of the population is not even South African. 50% of the population is not even from here. I don't know if you've been watching what's going on in KZN, but these foreigners are coming in here. They're having 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kids, and their kids are now occupying our schools. Our own kids can't even get into those schools. Guys, please share this information. Get it out everywhere. Get it out to everybody that you know. Anybody that will listen needs to hear this message. Speak up. Hold your counselors to account. Record every conversation you have with them. Stick cameras in their faces and ask them questions. Do not let this go, because if we let this go, in 5 years from now, or 4 years from now, we are going to be toast. We are going to be absolutely toast. Not even, 4 years. We're going to be finished. So anyway, I'm going to keep on building on the story, guys, but let me tell you something. This is getting very juicy. Again, I go and encourage you to take a look at Beyond Border Policy that was written by the DA. Go take a look.